Hey guys, my name is Sandy. Welcome. Today is Friday and we're going to do my marriage part 2. And this part is going to be about communication. It's very important in a relationship. And this goes for if you're dating and you're in a marriage. It's your communication with your spouse, even with your kids. It's very important. But we're talking about marriage here. So I know that God had to really deal with me when it comes to communicating because I am an aggressive communicator. And I had to change my talk and my walk the more that I started knowing more about Christ. You understand? And it stopped being about me and started being more about God and how God loved, even through his talk, he loved. And so now I communicate better. And when I find myself not being able to, I just don't talk at all. So I have a scripture that says, this is Proverbs 10:19. Too much talk leads to sin. Be sensible and keep your mouths shut. It's very important to understand when to communicate and when not to. Yes, things can go sometimes, bad. And you can hear a person just going off. But you got to be careful. You got to be led by God in what you say and what you do. And so just be encouraged today, even with how, you feel. Just trust God and pray. And then find out what you can say to the person that can help you interact with them. One thing I do with my husband, because we have some moments, especially during the week, I could say a couple, 3, where we disagree. But we have learned, because it's been 16 years, we have learned that we both are going to think we're right. And that's wrong, because you should be able to understand and be open-minded to know that this person feels like you're not hearing them. And we have to come to a middle ground. And usually that is God's ground, That is God's ground. That means that we have to read our word and find out, what do God think in this situation? That's why I say pray about everything. So it's something that I had to do so much. That's why you have to die to self, which is flesh, because that's why you'll get into arguments, because you'll always think you're right. Take it from me. I'm a person that say, no, I'm right. I ain't hearing you. And that's the problem, because that's why God had to work on me. And now I communicate way better. And I learn when to talk and when not to. When to say something, when to get quiet, when to say, hey, can we talk about this later? And how you must make sure that you don't have kids around, that you're doing this conversating and communicating when it's just you and him. Same with your kids. Like my son said to me, Mom, sometimes when you correct me, can you correct me when my brother not around? And I respect that. So I said, yeah, sure. I'll correct you. I'll try my best, because I know how that feels. So please, guys, understand communication is a big key, and how you do it, you got to do it in love. And you have to be disciplined in how you do it. So love you guys. And this is part 2. See you later. Have a good Friday evening.